Hey everyone, welcome to Stop It. I'm your host, Zach Peterson, host of the Stop It podcast that you're currently watching, listening to, or just imbibing in some way. With me today are co-producers of mine to a show that I run at the Warehouse Comedy Theater. And also past guests of the show, so you should know if you're, on the Stop Itpedia that I've been writing on notebook paper. It's like Wikipedia, but it's about Stop It. It mostly just says, don't talk about ghosts again. All right. Tell people who you are and why they should care.
Oh, I'm going first? Okay. Hi, my name's David Kousgaard. Like Zach said, one of the co-producers of the last comedy show, or the last stand-up comedy show ever, possibly, at the Warehouse Comedy Theater. This is off to a great start. So we can't talk about ghosts
You
today?
can talk about whatever you want.
I really want to talk about ghosts
I
today.
know. Well, also, third Friday is the show.
Yes, third Friday of every month at the Warehouse Comedy Theater. Are you going to talk about ghosts today?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like we got to. My name's Erin, Clough, also co-producer of the show at 9 p.m. at Warehouse. Neither of us included the time. See how this all works?
I like how we're
We
just
all pick up.
peeling away the layers to the actual information for the show.
We got it.
Yeah.
Third Friday of every month at Warehouse Comedy Theater in Omaha at 9 p.m. That's it.
That's right.
Yeah, and I can talk about ghosts if we're gonna.
Okay, cool. Well, let's just get to the fucking bucket. I'm sure we'll talk about ghosts. Either ghosts or what lies in the ocean. That's usually...
What's the difference?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
One is
saying.
way scarier.
Ghost ships.
No, the ocean.
Okay.
The ocean is way scarier than ghosts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, there's ocean ghosts.
The submersible crew, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're haunting there.
I don't know where else they'd be.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, where's my crypto wallet?
The other ghosts on the Titanic have no idea what they're talking about.
Like, who are the new guys?
Oh, that'd be such a good skit.
The new ghost haunting you.
Yeah.
They haven't had anyone for 100 years, and then they get those assholes.
Yeah, there's an entire show, I believe it's on CBS, called Ghost, that'll just keep adding new characters. There you go,
There you
Ghost.
go.
We just wrote a whole half-season arc for you.
All we want is royalties.
Yes.
Steve Berg's on
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
Steve Berg's on it.
We should pitch
pitch
it to Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll find him.
I'll tell Steve. Hey, Steve, tell the Ghost Writers. tell Ghost Rider
Ghost Rider.
Marvel's Ghost Rider.
We're the ghost writers for Ghost. You get it? Because like we're
For
gonna write
Ghost
and not take
Writers,
credit.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Ghost writers for Ghost.
Do you remember the TV show Ghost Rider?
Yes.
Not the
RIDER or WR?
WRIT.
No.
It was
I don't know RIDER either.
It was very similar to a Wishbone type. It was a PBS children's show, live action.
Yeah.
Of a ghost.
Sort of. There was a specter. There was a specter haunting Europe. They wrote the Communist Manifesto.
Oh, sick.
I mean, that's
for that.
the first line.
Protect PBS.
I don't know if is that too esoteric? There's a specter haunting Europe.
I think, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say no just to balance it
Okay,
out.
thank you. We have not come to a conclusion. Oh, this is a fun one for both of y'all. What niche topic do you know way too much information about? I mean, I've made mine clear. It's the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah.
That's
David. David
stop.
looks like the sketch of the Zodiac Killer that the cops came up with back in the 60s. Everyone
Yeah.
says it was Ted Cruz. I think it was David, especially with the glasses.
Yeah,
I really want you to stop spreading that rumor.
I haven't said it in a while.
you got to stop wearing your wing walker boots.
Yeah.
You got to
And
stop
my
putting that
Zodiac
mask
watches.
on. David, stop sending the letters and we'll stop accusing you.
All right, I will do all of those things, but I am not going to stop stalking couples in the park. That is where I draw the line.
Passion.
You keep handing me notes, and they're just ciphers.
Haven't figured out one yet.
Yeah, you're just making up code. Does this mean anything? Does this mean anything?
David, just tell us how you feel.
You can talk in regular alphabet.
I
You don't
hate
need to have
men. What do you
naval
mean you
ciphers.
have to share your feelings through a cipher and can't just tell me what's going on? I think we all know a lot about the Zodiac Killer is what we're finding out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's also like, they're like newspapers are dead, so he's just going through Yahoo Messenger to try to get Yahoo to publish his ciphers.
Poor. This is why we'll never have another one. We can never have another Zodiac because print is dead. Bummer.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part of print being dead. The lack of Zodiacs.
We have no means for the serial killers to taunt the police anymore.
We've lost whimsy.
Yes.
God. What's your topic?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't answered the question yet. But also, I know that all three of us are true crime people.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So besides true crime, because otherwise it's just going to become a true crime podcast. Hold on, can we play a side game? What do you think mine is?
What do you think it is?
I want to know how you see me as a person.
Mormonism.
Okay.
That's actually a pretty good guess.
Yeah, Mormonism.
I do know a lot about the Mormon church, not because I was raised there, but because once you get accused of being something so many times, you kind of learn about it.
Same with the Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
One in the same. I mean, I could see you have the vibes of someone who watches too many World War II documentaries as well, but I don't think that's true. Knowing you, but I do, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of specific topic in history that you have. I think maybe the Pacific theater of the World War II history.
Very specifically, the island hopping campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
Hockey is my other guess. Hockey.
Okay, that's also a good guess. Honestly, Zach, you're probably the closest. In my adult years, I've been shifting to World War I more than World War II, but that's just because I feel World War II is a little played out.
Yeah.
And it's getting a little too close to home with the way things are.
I get it.
Who was in World War I? Us.
The world.
It was about the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was Franz Ferdinand got assassinated, and then it just ripple effect from there. I mean, who won?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was Germany.
Technically, it was
Italy.
Really, just Britain and France that won. We came in too late to really claim the W, even though we like to.
But the powers that we were against, it was Austria.
Yeah, Austria, Hungary, Germany, and the Ottoman Empire.
Okay.
Were the three main central powers in World War I. And two of those countries don't exist anymore.
Right. I mean, how this stuff with Iran, where it's like, oh, this person has this treaty, and also with the Ukraine, where it's like, oh, they're part of NATO, so if they attack this, then NATO has to impose. That's essentially what happened with World War I.
Was it the Axis powers? Was that World War I, or was that two?
That was two.
That was two. Okay.
But
it was a domino effect after the assassination of Franz Ferdinand that just essentially led to what should have been just a closed off regional conflict between Serbia and Austria-Hungary into, at the time, the most devastating world conflict ever.
For a good 30 years, and then they topped it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We came in strong with World War II.
Yeah.
It's one of the
It's about us now.
It's one of the few times the sequel was better than the original.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the Infinity thing?
Thanos.
What's the Thanos one?
Infinity Wars and then Endgame.
And then Endgame, yeah. I mean, it's sort of two. It's sort of because World War II wouldn't have happened unless World War I happened.
Yeah.
Because that's why we were like, we got a nation build now if we ever fight anyone. Because if we leave people with their own devices, then that's how a Germany happens. And that's how, that was a direct quote from the Chancellor of Italy. That's how a Germany happens.
That's how a Germany happens. Oh, God. They were in World War II, weren't they? Italy?
Yep.
Were they on our side or no? Oh.
That was Mussolini.
That's complicated. The Kingdom of Italy was after Italy had surrendered in 1943. The Kingdom of Italy became an ally, but the fascist nationalist regime that had taken power over the Kingdom of Italy kept fighting against, and they were essentially propped up by Germany because Germany was like, well, we can't let them come up through the south. Right. That's how they were trying to sneak up there. So they forced Italy to keep fighting, the fascist in Italy to keep fighting.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And I know I probably got some of that not totally 100% accurate nerds out there, but this is a podcast about comedy. We're not.
I don't think it is anymore. I think it's a history podcast now.
It's about the Zodiac Killer and World War I.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, Erin, what about you? You can't say World War I.
It's off the table.
God. Korean War. I don't know much about that.
Nobody does.
No. True crime stuff. It was like for me, the niche interests within true crime, Columbine and Manson family are like my big ones. Historical, it's 9/11. I know a lot about 9/11, and nobody wants to hear about it.
No one wants to hear it.
Man,
everyone wants to forget almost. But non-historical, non-true crime, it's more recent, but I've gotten into like space since like Artemis 2 and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of astrophysics, although it's very, very complicated.
Right.
Also, like the history of space, like the Apollo program. I just read a book about the first 6 female astronauts. And things like that. It's I'm not even going to attempt to describe astrophysics because I'm going to get all of it wrong.
Yeah.
But I read a book recently and I understood about 35% of it.
And that's who listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
Usually astrophysicists because it's so high-minded.
The crew of Artemis 2 is taking fervent notes right now.
I was going to say, you were obsessed with Artemis 2
I still am. I don't know what you mean was. I saw them at Red Rocks a week ago.
You were watching that live stream of them.
Constant.
At an open mic. They were sleeping.
Yeah, they were. Oh,
that was weird.
Yeah, no. So what happened is Artemis 2, the crew. It was the first time we'd had people go to the moon since the 70s. So it's a huge groundbreaking thing. And because of technical advances now, we could live stream it. So they did have privacy. It's not like there were cameras on them 24/7. Like there were moments, a lot of times where they just showed the spacecraft itself. So you weren't actually watching them, but multiple times a day, they would show the crew. The crew was 4 people. I love all of them equally. And they would like show them working. A lot of time, they didn't even have sound on. Like they would show them during interviews, but it was just no sound. It was just them working. But at one point during the open mic, I had the live stream up. It was 10 days of live streaming. And they... yeah, I think they were sleeping, which is weird. They were No, they weren't sleeping because they didn't show that. They were just off camera. And I remember like poking at my phone screen, like poking on the glass at the zoo, like, come here. Where are you guys? I'm here. Where are you? And I missed them. But I saw them at Red Rocks.
Are they touring as a band?
You know what's so cool though is so they're going on like these speaking engagements. I got to see all 4, which is kind of rare, and tickets, including parking at Red Rocks, $1 a piece. Because they're not performers. They get paid through like the government. But they were so cool and so nice. And like Red Rocks was sold out at 9:30 on a Monday morning. And so many kids were there and everyone was super nice and all the astronauts were so cool. And I'm still really obsessed with them. The new crew, I don't know. We'll see. There's Artemis 3. There's no woman on the crew, which I don't know what that's about. But there's a couple people on that crew I really like. So I'm a huge... I'm a NASA fan now, I guess.
I think there's a lot more of those type of fans, you know, when the Apollo program's probably going on.
I didn't really care about space until this because I was like, all of this happened so far in the past. Like the most recent thing I could remember was the Columbia, which was 2003.
Yeah.
And that wasn't great. And then there was no like current space travel in my lifetime for the most part, nothing like hugely significant. And then I saw a damn TikTok and it was somebody on a plane and they had caught liftoff of the rocket. They were hundreds of miles away, but you could see it lifting up. And I was like, oh, I'm in. And that's
sure.
That's what got me. I encourage everyone to look into it because it's really cool.
Do you see yourself ever going down to Cape Canaveral and seeing a rocket launch?
I want to so badly. Actually, I was in Austin recently and I wanted to take a side trip to Houston to see the NASA museum and I couldn't make it work. But I want to see Kennedy Space Center. I want to see the museum in Houston. And I want to see a rocket launch. If I can't see a launch in Cape Canaveral, I'd also see them land in California. But it's not as dramatic. And also I'm scared when they land because that's when everything can go wrong. Liftoff is typically fine.
Except that one time.
Well, let's be careful. There was a lot of things going. It was the O-ring. The O-ring froze. I looked into it.
Yeah.
Challenger, but
I
looked into it just in case somebody got it wrong. I had to look into it to make sure.
Yeah, the O-ring failed, and Ronald Reagan forced the launch because they needed to have that teacher give a lesson from the space shuttle on a school day, and the way that it was going to end up getting timed out, if they delayed the launch, it would have to happen on a weekend, and the whole thing would be pointless. And so Ronald Reagan caused the Challenger explosion.
Hey, there it is.
Yep.
I think that's fair. Nixon caused space travel to pause, and then Reagan caused the explosion. I guess from that logic, you could say Bush caused the Columbia explosion too, since it's all related.
I'm going to agree with all of it. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to stand by my last statement, actually. I think Bush has gotten enough heat.
You know what does well on the internet is unsubstantiated claims. So
Bush caused the Columbia explosion. Which Bush? Figure it out.
Yeah. It could be Billy Bush from Extra.
Actually, that's who I meant.
Yeah.
That's exactly who it was.
It was Reggie Bush.
I was wondering what he was doing, taking off some years from USC in the NFL.
Oh, that's why they took his Heisman away for the Challenger disaster.
Columbia. When you cause a rocket to explode, you get punished.
Yeah.
If you're not a political figure. Oh, man.
Okay, if you had a year living in a motorhome and money wasn't an issue, what would you go do?
If I had a year to live in a motorhome and money wasn't an issue.
Yeah, we just stay at a hotel.
He'd reenact the Zodiac crime.
Yeah. I love Vallejo.
Lake Berryessa is beautiful this time of year.
Okay, I guess the parameters for this is that you have to sleep in the motorhome and you have to take it with you. You can't just take the motorhome to an airport and leave. You're
essentially landlocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, you can go to Canada, you go to Mexico, you go all the way down to South America if you really wanted to.
I would probably just because my wife and I are trying to not check off going to all 50 states. I would try to check off and spend a weekend. The 49 we'd actually be able to get the mobile home to. We can get it to Hawaii, obviously. Oh, maybe. Can we build a raft for the mobile home?
You can have a raft.
Okay.
A raft that will carry the mobile home?
Yes, to Hawaii.
I found a new guy on TikTok. He built himself a houseboat on a Tennessee river, and now he's just like, I just move around the river. I don't have to pay rent. I live on the river. I can make popcorn in a boot.
I love this man.
Yeah.
I love this man.
Send him our way. I want to see his videos.
But yeah, that's probably what I would do. Take my wife and we'd go spend probably a week in all the 49 states I'd be able to get to. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think I would. I'd want to hit like a bunch of national parks because, to my knowledge, I think the only one I've been to is Rocky Mountain National Park, which is crazy because I love it, and I want to get more into hiking. So I would go to all the national parks and like the national forest, and then what I would do, kind of similar to what that guy did. I have always wanted to live in Estes Park, but Estes Park really doesn't have affordable living for most people. So I would take my mobile home and I would park it right on that main street of Estes Park, and money's not an issue, so I can pay all the tickets. And I would just sit out in front of Penelope's Diner, who has something called a pizza burger. It's too many pizzas with a burger in between.
I'm familiar with Penelope's Diner.
So good. I would park right out there, and then I would probably do that because that's the only way I could afford to live in Estes.
Nice.
So
okay, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people living in mobile homes in cities.
Yeah,
like just sort of off on side streets.
And I know a lot of them are claiming it to be like a van life thing, but this also just reeks of like, the economy's bad.
I'm writing a joke about this.
Oh yeah,
I'm wary of van life. Depending if you have kids, those van life people are like weird homeschool people, and it's that culture is crazy.
Yeah,
there is some good van life, but some of it's really bougie and like. I don't want to say gentrifying because I think white people kind of did have living out of their cars on our side for a long time, but it's a weird kind of. I think it can be good if it's done correctly.
I think it's a psyop
Sure.
to make us believe that living in cars is cool.
Yeah.
The economy.
Because
Same
we're
with
going to
being
all
skinny.
be living in cars.
Right.
Yeah.
soon.
You don't need a house.
Minimalism,
You could
being
shower
skinny.
at the gym.
Yeah, it's all ways to condition us.
You can live in your car and take this GLP-1 that's going to suppress your hunger.
Not too much on the GLP-1s, all right.
Well, I'm
right.
saying they're trying to suppress people's
Yes.
hunger so that they
For
don't eat
everything.
as much.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know.
Quiet quitting is suppressing our hunger to succeed as well. It's all suppression based.
You can sleep on the side of the interstate, also known as the hunting grounds.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That would be fun though.
I will say, I
Yeah.
also don't think I've ever met somebody truly who lives in a van who isn't also attached to some shitty social media. Like they have some shitty social media account. But if I did, I feel like I would be very upset to know this person.
Counterpoint, there was a couple, I went to high school with them. I think the wife was a traveling nurse, like during COVID, and the husband did, I think, physical therapy. I could be wrong. I don't think they do this anymore, but they did live out of a van, traveling and working, and they posted very, very little about it. Like, they genuinely were doing it for the love of the game, and I respect them very
They
much.
didn't try to become a van life
No.
influencer.
Well, they both had jobs.
Because my wife works for one of the hospitals
Yeah.
here in Omaha, and they had a lot of travel nurses who were doing that same thing, but every single one of them also had a fucking social
These
media
did-
account for their van life living.
Right.
These two
Yeah.
almost disappeared off the grid entirely. It was amazing.
That's
yeah, they're
also
cool.
one where somebody goes off the grid entirely. You're either really cool or you're the scariest person I've
Yeah,
ever
they're
met.
just
Yep,
really
yep.
cool.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't really care about social media or anything from what I can tell. They're just genuinely cool people.
or you don't want the government to track you.
Yeah.
Because you got
Dream.
bones in your trunk.
That would be a great way to run from the government. I would run from the government while hiding in their national parks. That's what I want to do.
I mean, for this administration, they don't give a shit about
They
it. They're
don't.
not going to look.
You can go to the bathrooms. You can tell they're underfunded right now. National parks are a little rough.
Well, I've never been to a bathroom in a national park and go, oh, good gravy. This is fantastic.
Oh, I did actually
Did you?
recently. Yeah, a couple of them. Also, the porta potties at Red Rocks were amazing for whatever that's worth.
That's, yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Usually people talk about the Red Rocks, but
I've been there too
porta
many
pot-
times. I needed to focus on something new. Niche.
Let's see. What is the best Metallica album? And there is a right answer. All right. This is, or as I call them, the Metal Weezer.
Oh God. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't listened to a whole lot of Metallica. Was Enter Sandman an album or just a song?
Enter Sandman was on the Black Album.
I'll say the Black Album then.
Okay.
Is that right or wrong?
Wrong.
Okay.
I'm also going to say the Black Album because I also never got into Metallica.
No?
Never got into them.
I don't know why I got into everyone else. I just never devoted the time.
Well, I think that Metallica, much like Weezer, has their before and after of a certain album, and Metallica has an album that's sort of the before and after at the same time, which is the Black Album, which has Enter Sandman on it, Nothing Really Matters, and a lot of their ballads and things like that. But it sort of shows their transition more into a pop band than the actual metal band. But you go back 2 or 3 records, you have Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, some of the best like thrash metal records ever. And the thing is, no one was doing it like that back in the day. I mean, it was them and like Slayer and Anthrax, but Metallica was the one.
Okay.
Right? And then after the Black Album, not good. Right? That's like Weezer, everything after the Green Album. You know, because you
Yeah.
have Pinkerton and the Blue Album, which are, you know, some of the best, like, straight ahead nerd rock, that pop nerd rock that you're ever going to have.
Yeah.
You know, like Sweater Song, Buddy Holly, Say It Ain't So. You know, like those are great albums, but like there's that departure point, and the rest after that is just so nonsense.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell. So like that's why they're Metal Weezer.
Okay.
Nice.
I have nothing to disagree or add to this conversation. Okay. I'll tell you, here's the thing. I never really got into Metallica because my uncles were into Metallica. Mm-hmm. So growing up for me, it always seemed like this is uncle rock. So I never got into it myself. I don't know. Maybe I should go check out more Metallica, though.
What music is your uncle into? Just guess if you don't know.
I don't know if I talked to any of them. I guess the one, Pink Floyd. He was super into Pink Floyd.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know him, but
if you saw him, you would get it.
Yeah.
But I was pretty into Pink Floyd as well. I don't know. I didn't have like an aversion to music because like certain adults in my life. I was one of those pretentious kids who listened to the music that my parents listened to, and I thought it made me better than other people. But I am also equally passionate the way you are about Metallica. I feel that way about Hilary Duff.
Oh, so yeah. They call her the Metallica of teen pop.
Yeah. And the correct answer for the Hilary Duff album question is Metamorphosis.
Okay. The correct answer for Metallica is Master of Puppets.
Okay.
All right. So if you're like maybe I want to see what Metallica actually is. Master of Puppets is fantastic.
I learned that on guitar when I was younger. Master of Puppets at one point. Yes. Yeah. I remember that now. I didn't commit it to memory, but that's why it was familiar to me. Yeah.
Very good. That's my metal rant.
I feel like that would have been a longer conversation with different guests.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that would have been the whole episode.
That's the bucket for you. You know, it just gives you what you get.
I feel like I've let you down.
I do too, but I don't
it's
care.
Fine. I mean, I got to talk for a long time, uninterrupted, and that's a win.
Yeah.
You know. All right, food with the worst mouthfeel. I'm a texture guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't eat anything that's too goopy.
Yep.
You know, like I don't like mashed potatoes, not because of the taste, because it tastes feels like someone has already chewed this food for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're a baby bird.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
That's not fun for me.
Yeah.
That's actually, I'd probably put mashed potatoes. That's actually one of my favorite foods, but I get where you're coming from with the worst, but love the flavor of them.
Yeah. But I can't do it.
If I'm also looking for something that I hate the flavor of and I hate the mouthfeel of, oysters. Can't do it.
I've never had oysters.
Oh,
love oysters.
So last time I was out in Boston, I decided to give them a try, and I think they were fresh caught that day too. So it's like this is supposed to be when it's at its best. It's fresh caught. The ocean is. I'm looking at it from the restaurant that I'm sitting in. This should be the best version of this seafood. It felt like I was sucking down a booger. It was
That's
awful.
What people have said.
It's the ocean's loogie.
And it was sandy because there was still sand in the.
Did you gussy it up at all?
No, I decided to go straight oyster. I will say fried oysters still a little snotty when you swallow them, but it's not as bad. So
okay,
yeah.
Well,
but yeah, just straight oysters. No, can't do it.
Tabasco. You put them on a cracker with a little bit of minced garlic. Oh boy, you know that's a good time for old Zeepers. But I mean, I understand why someone wouldn't like them.
Yeah, I decided to go straight off the half shell with it. And it was not good.
Yeah. I mean, I like you said, like I understand.
Yeah,
but I don't agree.
Fair enough.
Texture has never bothered me. Like for food, I don't mind. I love seafood. I love all of that. The thing though for me, kiwi and pineapple, if I eat too much of it, it starts to hurt the back of my tongue. It's like a weird genetic thing I looked up, at least the kiwi thing is. So it's like if I eat too much kiwi, which is not that much, the back of my tongue starts to hurt and it feels almost like sandpaper.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's...
It's like if you eat too much candy.
Yeah. It's the only thing that's ever bothered me feeling-wise with food. But yeah, otherwise... I got this recently at Costco, this seafood salad and like some oil thing. I didn't like the oil because it was vinegary, but the seafood itself was just like chewy and I loved it. I like feeling like I just caught something fresh and I got a gnaw on it. Like,
I don't mind a good gnaw.
No, my base instincts are like, you got to get through this food.
Yeah, I just don't like the soupy. Like I don't like the stuff that's like
just.
I'm drinking this food.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I don't like that. My wife, she does too much sauce on things. All right, and this isn't the first time I brought this up. Well, if you're on Zaclopedia, then you know about my stance on my wife's sauce intake, and specifically mustard, where it messes up the whole thing. And you know, bless her heart, we have separate sauce things, so I get to do my sauce and she gets to do her sauce.
That's a good marriage.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got a whole philosophy about recliners with marriage and stuff like that. Because the only like successful marriages I've ever seen in my entire life, people have had their own chairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
You each get your
My
own
parents-
recliner. You each sauce your food the way that you want to sauce it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sleep with 2 comforters on the bed, so you don't fight over one comforter.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because I mean what you're doing is you are acknowledging that these are 2 people.
Yep.
These are 2 people with 2 different sets of needs. You know, and they may not overlap all the time, but we can't but you know, we have to make sure that the other person has the freedom to find their own happiness and not find that in your happiness, which is selfish. So that's why everyone gets a recliner and their own sauces.
Yep.
It's funny you bring that up because my parents have been married for over 35 years now, and my mom has this thing where she likes to not like hoard food, but like anything non-perishable. It's like Costco at my parents' house. Like they just have a ton of stuff, especially if something's on sale. My mom likes to buy a bunch of it. And recently we were in Colorado together and we went to a King Soopers, and there was, you know, that spray butter. Like it's
I know spray butter, like the can't believe it's not butter one.
yeah, basically, yeah. So my mom like loves to put that on her food, like the sauce. That's her version of it. And when we were at King Soopers, it was on sale. So she had us buy like 12 bottles of it, and I thought, okay, this has to be enough. But she called my dad, who was here, and it was on sale at Baker's. And I went to the house when we got home, and my father had bought over 20 bottles of it for her. And she was the happiest she'd ever been. And I thought, that's true love and that's marriage, and I don't know if I can ever do that. He made multiple trips.
Yeah.
He made multiple trips to Baker. I don't know what's worse, buying them all in bulk or buying them in multiple trips. But like, he did it without complaining. And I was like, this is why they're still married. Like, I've never doubted they love each other.
And that's what love is. You do weird things for the people that you love. Like making multiple trips, and I guarantee you that's why he broke it up into multiple trips, because he didn't want to look weird buying 20 bottles of it at one time.
Yeah.
So he took 3 trips and bought
over different days.
Yes.
He spread it out.
Just so it didn't look, so that way an employee doesn't come up and ask you a question.
Yeah,
Yes.
different cashiers.
I'd buy 20 at once.
Would you just to get it over with?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
inconvenience of going to the store over and over. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, you don't like I'm doing nothing illegal. You know,
There's
like,
nothing legally wrong about doing. Morally, yes,
Yeah.
but legally, no.
call the police. Call the police. I dare you.
They know me.
Yeah.
I've done this.
I'm the spray butter guy. Tell them the spray butter guy's down here.
You can bring the cops in, but we're making the news today if you do it.
Tell the corporal. He knows. He knows. He knows. He's
Yeah, marriage though is crazy. Like, it's not even compromising. It's just like doing stupid shit. Like, not hard shit, just stupid stuff.
right. Well, it's
Because you want to.
yeah. It's all about acknowledging that the other person is a person.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Your other person is a fucking weirdo.
But then there's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everyone is. Once you get to know them
To
well
that
enough.
point, yeah.
You just need to find the type of weird that you can live with and love, and that you're willing to be like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can ride with that.
Yeah.
That's what marriage really is. But you can absolutely see those marriages where it's like they don't see the other person as a person, and it's like, oh, this is sad.
Yeah. I don't.
This is, you have been hiding your true self for years.
Well, I mean, some people.
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes back to the modeling of how people learn what love is. You know, like you go back to how their relationship with their parents is, and they learn that this is what love is, and they see I never saw a successful marriage in my life because both my parents divorced and they never remarried, and then so it's just like I don't know. And then my grandparents were the only people that got married, but they got married during the 30s, and it's like, is that a marriage or is that like a hostage situation?
I'm pretty sure every marriage before like 1963 was a hostage situation.
At least one-sided, if not both-sided.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I noticed all my grandparents, the ones that stayed together, all of them stayed together. They all had recliners.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's where we start, and that's where we start to understand what love actually is.
My grandma got divorced twice, and it wasn't until after her second divorce she got her own recliner.
There you go.
Never married again. She was perfectly content on her own.
Yeah. Well, that's like your AA chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your first divorce, you get a drinking problem. Your second divorce, you get a recliner. And that's it.
I love my fucking recliner.
Man.
Golly.
I don't have one. I should get one.
They're great.
Yeah.
Mrs. B's outlet always has like 12.
Mrs. B's is great.
All right. Who's running all these fake bot accounts?
Russia.
Russia?
Counterpoint, I think it's a 12-year-old kid who's way too technologically advanced who's having the time of his fucking life.
Yeah.
I think it's that. The way that these bots are commenting, I can't imagine it's someone with full frontal lobe development. Like, and the stuff they're commenting on, I think it's like a tech genius child, or multiple, because the kids grow up with tech now. I think it's a bunch of little fucking smelly 5th graders hanging out after school just programming these bots to comment on my TikToks and bully me into starting new accounts. I think that's who it is.
So, between our two options, you either have a government with very powerful resources that wants to slowly bend the world to their favor, or a bunch of autistic 6th graders.
I didn't say they were autistic. I said they were assholes.
You said everything but.
No, I don't think they're autistic. I think they're technologically advanced and they don't shower. I think they're just 11-year-old boys. Autism notwithstanding, they could be, but
they for sure are.
No, well, yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not going to diagnose somebody, David.
I'm willing to make a bold claim here. They definitely are. Actually, you know what? After going through those two options, though, I do think you are probably more right.
The way that they comment, it's not English as a second language. It's English as a first language and no boundaries whatsoever. That's the way they comment.
Do you all have a comment that sticks out to you about your online stuff that you're just like, that you think about? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm going to let Erin answer this one first because I feel like I've been hopping in first on too many of these.
No, please go ahead. I'm trying to think.
Go ahead.
I had made a joke on Threads.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was your first mistake.
Threads is a totally normal place where people react totally normally to things.
I've told the Quizno story on here.
Yeah. The joke, it was during last year's World Series when the Dodgers were playing the Toronto Blue Jays, and I said after the Blue Jays had won Game 1, I think it's okay that we let Canada win one World Series, seeing that they haven't won a Stanley Cup in 33 years.
Yeah.
And Canadian people fucking hated that. And one dude decided to call me a goof. And at first, that didn't stick out in my head, but I replied, and I was like, this is the nicest insult anybody's ever given me. It was like, you should look up the Canadian prison definition of goof.
Oh, no.
And that is a slang term in Canadian prisons for a child molester.
Oh, my God.
Goof.
They got to find a different
They
word.
really do. That's how fucking unserious Canada is, though.
Leave them alone. One of the astronauts is Canadian, okay? I'm very protective of them now.
No, I love Canada. I love Canadians. They're the nicest people on the planet, but you can't go around calling those people goofs.
Yeah,
it's too light.
A goof is like, oops.
Yes.
And that is
Gorsh.
not.
That's the only like negative social media comment that sticks in my mind because I learned something from it.
Yeah, I hate learning.
Me too. Especially those things.
Yeah.
This is about World War I. Yeah. The Kaiser is a goof.
Canadian listeners, we're sorry.
Yeah.
That's not a fun word.
This is an international podcast.
Yeah, lots of Canadians.
It's just here in Dubai.
I guess you could call this a bot. Do y'all know about, I think it's called the bean soup theory? This is like a thing on TikTok. I think it originated with a TikTok years ago where it was like somebody was making a recipe using like bean soup. I don't know. And somebody commented and they were like, this recipe isn't fair because I don't have access to bean soup or something like that. And it's just like this thing of you can't, whatever. And so I made a TikTok recently where I said something along the lines of like, I think if a man is running shirtless outside when it's under 80 degrees, he's a slut or something like that.
Right.
Like he's a low value man. Ladies don't mess with him. He's a whore. And so most of the comments were like, yeah. And then one comment was like, I think it's wrong to sexualize people regardless of gender. Are we trying to stop sexualization or not? And I was like, it's a joke. And they were like, yeah, but you're clearly perpetuating these negative stereotypes. And I was like, girl, just call a man a slut and move on.
Yeah, the whole point is that you're showing the duality.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get into that in a TikTok
Right,
comment.
right,
I
right.
think that maybe was like a 14-year-old kid who was like, I understand where they're coming from, but also like,
It's like they were playing fucking buzzword bingo with their own comment too.
yeah. I don't envy
hate
kids
reading
growing
that.
up like this.
Yeah.
I don't at all.
Terrible.
Well,
Yeah.
that was listening to some other podcast. It was kind of about this, how the younger generations have just more generalized anxiety because of the way, like, they're constantly online and they see these comments and these things, and it's like every day they're stepping out into the world. It's like this weird purity test or whatever.
They can't
and
make
it's
a
like,
mistake.
Yeah, and I can see why a lot of people are upset about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was all of the fun of growing up, was
Yeah.
being able to make the fucking mistake.
And like
Do the
mind
cringy
you,
thing.
not saying the N word, but like mistakes of
Well,
like
Right,
yeah.
right, right. That's
Yeah.
a pretty.
you call
know,
a man a slut.
You can't.
And it is what it is.
Or
yeah.
not even something like nefarious like that, but just doing something dumb. Like trying
Yeah.
to jump
Right,
over a
right.
fence
Yeah.
and falling.
Hilarious.
But now you've got your friends fucking videotaping you, and they're going to fucking plaster up your embarrassing moment for everybody to fucking see.
I remember me and my brother used to just drive around, because we were teens. And one time we were driving in Memorial Park, and this kid just was just riding by his bike, and he just fell. And we hung out the window and laughed at him and pointed. That's like what the world's doing to everyone now.
And you see, for him in that moment, that was embarrassing. But it was just 2 people who saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
Not 1.5 million people seeing that.
Yeah.
People falling and people farting will always be funny.
Oh, and if they fall and fart, I wish I could write a joke as funny as somebody falling and farting.
Yeah.
I wish.
Pretty good. Because they were holding it in.
Yeah.
And then they fell, and they're like, oh no, everything's gone to shit.
I think, and the thing is, when I'm laughing at someone for that, I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing because it's like such a human thing. Like, we've all done it. So like, if you fall and I laugh at you, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the physicality of somebody losing their footing and then losing control of their sphincter and farting. It's so funny.
I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing directly at you.
If you're a 12-year-old boy, I am laughing directly at you.
A few comments that I've gotten, aside from the old Quiznos incident. One is that, like, I found out that my special was on Letterboxd. And that's a big deal for me because like I love Letterboxd,
Yeah.
and then I go there and there's one review, it's 1 star, and this guy goes, Webster's dictionary defines crazy as being blah 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 blah. This guy is not crazy, he is weird. I'm like, you're just angry about that joke as not being accurate because it was the joke about being like, I'm not I'm not weird, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Right. That was the whole joke. And so it was like, that was that guy. And I was like, what the fuck? And like, you can't do anything about that.
No. Well, also weird that was enough to give it a 1 star. It should be like 3.
That's yeah.
I'm looking for logical fallacies in stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And I found it.
Fact checking.
I don't know. That sounds like that. There's sometimes you see comments and you can just tell like you were going through a very specific thing in your life right
Divorce.
now. And I'm not even talking like this is something way more specific, like
Caused by divorce.
yeah. Well, probably, but I mean, like you probably just went to a doctor and after being told that you were crazy your whole life, found out you weren't crazy or you were just weird.
Right.
And now you have to go comment on anything that mentions the word crazy. Like it's
right.
I don't know. People are fucking weird, man.
Before the last one, I got to share. There's one comment that people still they got my ass so good that people still call me this. It was back on Slam Omaha. Support local arts and music.
Oh, yeah.
Message board, which is the 90s or like the early 2000s. And was disagreeing with someone. This guy goes, "Hey, shut up, Zach Peter sucker." and people still call me that. Like friends I've known for a while. Like, oh, look, it's all Peter sucker. Like, okay. But he got my ass so good. You know?
Zach Peter sucker.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah. Well, and it's a different age. If you say that to someone now, you're like, wow, you're really not being very progressive.
Well, it's going to be brought up in the right moments where no one's going to say that.
Okay, we got to go. Before we go, let people know how they can see your shit online, you know, where they can follow you, where our show is, you know, stuff like that. Like, do the plugs you need to do.
Oh, I'm going first. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at David_Kousgaard. That last name is spelled Kousgaard. And you can find all three of us, or 2 out of the 3 of us, hosting the last stand-up comedy show ever, possibly, at Warehouse Comedy Theater, the 3rd Friday of every month at 9 p.m. Did I forget anything?
I think that's good.
Fantastic.
I'll talk about the theme of it. What in a second here.
All right.
After Erin goes.
Find me on Instagram and TikTok at Erin Hates Stuart Little 2. It's the number 2. I had to do that because at the time Erin Hates Stuart Little was taken. I don't know if that's still the case, but now I'm married to the name. And it's not the sequel I hate, it's the character. Anyway.
It's just the second account.
Yeah, it's a second hate. Also, I don't run the Facebook page I Hate Stuart Little. Everyone always sends it to me as, I wish I did. I don't run that page. If I did, I'd plug it relentlessly. You think I'd be quiet about that? I would never shut up about that. I'm very envious of whoever runs it. And just so we're clear, I tweeted about how much I hate Stuart Little back in 2014.
Right.
I want everyone to know that everyone's jumped on the bandwagon with me. I haven't copied anyone. But the show... Yeah, Warehouse Comedy Theater, who, by the way, I can announce this now, we got our liquor license. So we will have beer there starting tonight.
Get drunk.
You can get drunk now, also at all of the bars surrounding it. But yeah, we have our liquor license now. So
awesome. The reason it's called the last comedy show ever is that each month we bring up something that's going to end the world before our next show, and we talk about it, and that's about it. Like, I think the 2 that we've done is aliens and then diarrhea.
Yeah, which somehow got into Wario and Luigi.
Oh yeah,
that was a blur.
You know that the Waluigi Magione.
Waluigi, yeah.
The Waluigi Magione riff.
Yeah.
That made it into Arguments and Grievance series
Hell yeah.
in Los Angeles.
Hell yeah.
And it crushed. So.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, final one. You ever win a contest?
Yeah. Well, what type of contest are we talking about?
Merit or luck?
Any of them. Like a contest. And there's a lot of contests out there.
Here's the sports stuff. Yeah, I won that. My hockey team when I was younger won the Cornhusker State Games 3 years in a row. Gold medalist, all that fun stuff. I've never won like a raffle before.
Okay.
I've entered a ton of raffles, never won. And that's the one thing I really desperately
Yeah.
want to win more than anything
Yeah.
is a raffle. I don't care if I get a shitty prize out of it. I just want to win a raffle.
I want that raffle high.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the where I went to college too. Went to high school, raffle high.
Raffle high.
I don't know if I've won a raffle, actually. I feel like I probably have, since I don't remember. If I didn't, I'd probably remember. I was a spelling bee champion 4th through 6th grade. I won those. And then sophomore year of high school, I didn't win, but I got 2nd place in an essay contest, and I got $500 out of the deal. And me and the 1st place and 3rd place winners met with our principal after it was announced, and she asked all of us, like, what are we going to do with the money? And the other 2 were like, we're going to put it towards our college fund. And I was like, we're 15 and it's 500. Shut the fuck up. So I told her what I already did with the money, which was I went to Urban Outfitters and I bought a dress, and then I spent the rest on the entire DVD collection of Sex and the City. And she was not thrilled.
Yeah, well,
But I was honest.
I think you're the most reasonable person.
Yeah.
$500 would not have helped. Today it would. Today I would love that. Back in
Yeah.
for college, no. It would have bought one textbook.
Drop in the bucket.
Yeah, truly, truly. Yeah.
How are those other 2 doing in life now?
They're very successful.
They had plenty of money for college.
I think they're.
Are they being interviewed on podcasts?
I think one's a doctor and one's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Probably
So
should have
I
saved
win.
that for college.
Yeah, I win. I know that $500 really helped with medical school and law school, you dicks.
Yeah.
Whatever. I still love Sex in the City, and I still have the dress. So,
That's good.
what about you?
Ooh, I don't know. I think I won a raffle of some sort. I won bingo before. You ever
That's
won
a
bingo?
rush.
That's got to be.
I think I've only
real
won
rush,
like
yeah.
once. That's a huge rush.
Yeah.
That's a fun time.
Yeah. I won. I won best comedian in Omaha. At
You did.
Omaha's Arts.
I was there. You were not.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Mary Mack.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. You got the trophy though.
I got the trophy.
Yeah.
I was literally 3 blocks away.
Oh, you were really close. Oh, were you at Tiny House?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have
yeah.
ran down.
I did.
Oh, you did.
And I got the
I didn't
award.
see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I've won like stuff. I won.
Yeah.
That was a contest, I think. That's about it.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've never really won anything, so that was really threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, so often there's not like the was a quantitative quantity quality. I don't think that applies either way. But there's no like finite thing that you get for doing comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
besides money here and there.
Yeah.
All right. That's the podcast. We gotta go. I hear that Hurrdat's shutting down and they're selling everything. I don't know. I think it's good to end on a lie, right?
We gotta go because Kousgaard's got to make it to Lake Berryessa before sunset. So he's gotta go.
Just to hide some bodies. All right. Also, Son of Sam.
Super
Yeah.
into Son of Sam.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening and watching Stop It. Now you can stop it.